Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So I have to give you guys apologies. I know you guys keep saying I don't have to, but I wanted to. I've just been really tired lately. I have allowed myself to sleep in to almost 11:30, 12 o'clock some days. With nothing to do, and I should not have never allowed myself to do that because now my body doesn't want to get up earlier than that. So today I had to force myself to get up because I have so much stuff that I need to get done, but I wanted to put this video out. So first things, we've got some more states that have just a couple more. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 more states I noticed yesterday that has been added to the list of emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of July. I also want to clarify some information for the state of Texas. Now, the information that I did give you guys in the previous video was actually on the United States Department of Agriculture, but I'm going to show you that as well as another article that I found that suggests that you guys will receive those extra benefits on a different date, okay? And then we got a couple of other topics that I want to just speak about. So let's just jump right into it. You guys know I'm going to give you that information for the most part at the end, okay? So starting off, I do remember mentioning this in another video, but I wanted to let you guys know about it again. I think it was definitely worth mentioning twice considering everything that's going on. I'm pretty sure everybody is aware that as of right now, the Delta variant is quickly moving around the United States of America, and it seems that and I don't even know what the point of them trying to blame the unvaccinated, but that's exactly what they're doing. Ooh, my face is dry. They're trying to say that it's the fact that people are unvaccinated fault. At the end of the day, I think that there's some responsibility that should come from the White House because, and all lawmakers, policy changers, whatever you want to call yourselves, I think that you guys have to bear majority of the responsibility. And the reason why I say that is because I think that they opened up the states way too quickly. I feel like it's not just about money. Now, with that being said, I do understand that the economy needs to be stimulated. People need to have money to spend money. I do get all of those things, but I also believe that with all the money, especially California has been giving out $50,000 to 10 random people, $1.4 million to 3 random people, whatever it is that they're doing, $50 gift cards, that you guys could have allocated all of that money in all states to be trying to give a monthly reoccurring stimulus, something that would not have been affected by you guys' inability to make a decision within short periods of time. I know that in other countries they were doing that. They were giving $2,000 out. Here they're doing it in certain areas, but it's called a pilot program, meaning it's something that's not permanent, it's temporary. They want to see how it's going to work, how the people are using it, how they're affected by it, and if it's going to make much of a difference both to the economy and the people that they're giving the money to. And on top of that, they're not giving it to whole states. They're giving it to like small cities in a state. I know that there was Stockton was doing it out here in California. Compton has implemented a program for its residents, but it hasn't been, I believe that Los Angeles County is going to do $1,000, but it's only going to be to a select few amount of people. It's like all of these mistakes that they made at the very beginning of the pandemic, and they absolutely have learned nothing. But it is what it is at this point. I just encourage you guys to stay safe. You know, there's a lot of us that actually can't get vaccinated for health reasons. I'm not getting vaccinated, but then at the same time, there's a lot of conflicting information out there. I was watching TikTok the other day, as a matter of fact. I was watching TikTok, and I saw a woman on there with her child who was in a wheelchair, had a nasal tube, and she was saying that her child wasn't in that condition health-wise before she got vaccinated, and then after she got vaccinated she started to deteriorate. There's a lot of information out there, there's a lot of videos, there's a lot of people who are saying that it's just a lot, it's a lot of information. So it's like, it's not about us the unvaccinated or us the constituents, it's about you guys and your the fact, you know, what's that saying? Everything that's in the dark always comes to the light. And I feel like a lot of the stuff that they're trying to hide is finding its way to the surface anyway. So at the end of the day, somebody's going to have to accept responsibility for it. I doubt very seriously it's going to be them. But moving on, I just want you guys to stay safe, stay informed, do whatever you can to keep your family safe. But Like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are struggling to afford health care now. I did give this information a while ago. I wanted to give it again. This article here states that people, Americans specifically struggling to afford health care, got thrown a lifeline last week thanks to part of the American Rescue Plan that provides free health insurance to millions of people affected by unemployment through the end of the year. Okay, now these benefits did become available as of July 1st. There are no income limits to qualify, but you must have either received or been approved for unemployment benefits during 2021 to be eligible. The plan will be administered through healthcare.gov. Okay, so you guys want to go to that website, healthcare.gov, which is the marketplace established under the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare. Okay, the $0 monthly premiums are available under the ACA's silver plans, and they're saying that you can afford to save some money based off of these plans. Okay. It says this year's typical Obamacare premium is around $452 a month. However, the free healthcare plans are provided by private insurers and also feature low or no co-payments or deductibles. So, like I said, considering everything that's going on right now, I highly suggest that you guys, if you do not have healthcare as it is right now, go to healthcare.gov, because that's who's going to be giving this out, and see if you qualify and sign up for some benefits for you and your family. Okay, it says Americans who are uninsured and have received unemployment compensation this year should register that information on healthcare.gov. After that, they can shop for a free plan on the site. Participants need to sign up by August 15th. Okay, so you guys have a little bit over a month to get you some health care if you need it. Okay, the ACA is waiving the typical income limits needed for Obamacare coverage. However, you might not qualify if you or your spouse can get insurance from an employer or through Medicare or Medicaid. Okay, so if you qualify for any of those programs, that seems to be the only thing that will prohibit you from being able to get benefits. But I definitely suggest that you guys go there and check it out. Okay, now moving on, let me go to my other site here quickly. Okay, so we've got a bill signed into law by Governor Cuomo. I don't know exactly what state he's in. Oh, wait, he's in the state of New York, okay? Makes it so that public employees in the state of New York cannot be penalized for taking sick time just in case they fell ill due to the pandemic. Okay, public employers are prohibited from penalizing employees who use sick leave or compensatory time that may need to quarantine or get treatment for the virus, as well as other absence related to the virus. Okay, so if for whatever reason pertaining to the specific issue of the pandemic, and you need to take leave to quarantine or to get treatment or whatever, your employer is not able to penalize you. This makes it so anyone working in schools, state prisons, or local government cannot be fired or written up for missing work if it is in relation to the pandemic again. Okay, the bill was approved in April upon the discovery of over 800 New York City Department of Corrections employees were marked as chronically absent on their record. Okay, it says Senator Diane Savino of Staten Island, a former labor leader, said it was shocking to see employers doing that for following the state's rules, and that the type of punitive action against employees will not be tolerated. Okay, so some little bit of good news, a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for you guys in New York. Okay. I understand that there's some issues going on as well. I want to let you guys know in, let me see what state this is in, Kansas. There's a woman who came forward to speak saying that she applied for rental assistance. However, her landlord did not want to take it. Okay, the landlord is saying that it's too complicated to get the money. And this seems to be a growing thing that's going on. I don't know if it's just in Kansas. So far, this is the only state that has put information out there about this young lady and her story. Okay, she says she's behind on so many things. She's lived where she's lived for about 4 years but she has been without a job as of currently due to the pandemic. Okay, she applied to the federal stimulus program administered through a Kansas state agency to help her pay rent, but she said her property manager will not accept it. He said it's too many strings attached. I know without a shadow of a doubt that with most federal assistance programs that there are a lot of strings that are attached. They want you to give everything, including your organs, without actually signing up to be a donor whenever they're giving you anything. So Everybody knows that the federal eviction moratorium is scheduled to end in July 31st, except if your state has decided to extend that on their own. For the most part, for everybody, it's July 31st. So this is definitely creating some panic in a lot of places, because people are saying, hey, well, I've opted to get this assistance and my landlord just doesn't want to take it. And in those situations, there's really not anything that you can do. We did have one representative say, we're definitely hearing a lot of people having difficulties with rental assistance applications, said Vince Munoz, who's an organizer with Rent Zero Kansas. Munoz said it is a problem playing out at apartment complexes all across Kansas. Federal stimulus money is there, but the process to get it to renters can be complicated. Okay, landlords can arbitrarily deny the rental assistance for whatever reason they want with no justification, Munoz said. Multiple rental assistance programs in Kansas and Missouri require landlords to fill out paperwork and receive rental assistance on behalf of the tenant. Rent Zero Kansas has recently advocated for direct rental assistance to tenants. Okay, that is something Rignall would gladly welcome. I'm in survival mode at this point, she said. Okay, if your landlord is not accepting federal stimulus rental assistance, we want to know about it so we can uncover deeper problems with this problem. So if you guys are in this area, Kansas or Missouri, and you're having a similar issue, they want you to email them at investigates, INVESTIGATES at kmbc.com. That's at K as in kite, M as in Mary, B as in ball, C as in cat.com. Okay, so if you're in this area, Kansas, Missouri, and you're having a similar issue where your landlord or your property manager has decided not to fill out the paperwork and is not willing to accept, then they definitely want you to give them send them an email so that they can try to assist you the best way that they can. Okay, they're trying to advocate on behalf of you guys to see if they can get some money specifically paid to you. Hopefully that it comes sooner and quickly without all of the extra nonsense. Okay, but definitely reach out to them if you can. Okay. Now, one thing that I did want to talk about, I have been seeing a lot of information. Oh, one more bit of news before I get to that. So in Gainesville, it says residents are knocking on the doors to warn Pine Ridge residents of 30-day notices. Okay, so I read this story not too long ago. If you guys are in Gainesville, it said Gainesville residents went door to door to warn residents that Pine Ridge apartments that may be without a home Pine Ridge residents may be without a home within the next month. Okay, so supposedly or not supposedly, quite a few apartments or pieces of property on this particular area was purchased by a land developer or whatever the case may be, and they're basically raising the rent, basically trying to get people out. Okay, so it says Janie Webb said that they are raising the rent from around $500 to $900. She recalled her initial reaction to hearing the news. Okay, the coalition recruited nearly 40 residents to knock on doors and inform others of the situation. It's obviously very stressful because we're still in the middle of the pandemic. Obviously, people are still without jobs for various reasons. People are still not receiving as much money as they could or should. The stimulus has come and gone, and this is putting them in an ultimate disastrous situation. Okay, it says Webb's daughter Karen Jordan said what the landlords are doing is morally wrong, especially in this economic climate, and I would have to agree. People don't have money with the pandemic going on and everything. And again, it's just still the pandemic out there. People are not, but they don't care. That's the reason why it's like this. They don't care, okay? It says there's a petition going around that received more than 100 signatures, and the coalition is working to get legal guidance. There are ways for people to resist having to leave, but it's a very fearful thing, okay? Multiple groups are raising funds for these residents who are looking for a new place to go, okay? So if you guys are in that area, if you are anywhere near, I think this is Gainesville, Florida, but if you are in Gainesville and if you live in Pine Ridge Apartments, if you haven't heard already, you guys might want to be, just pay attention and be aware that you may be getting some notices that are not laced with no type of good news. Okay. Now, on other news, that $2,000 a month reoccurring stimulus petition has reached over 3 million signatures. Now, whether or not that's going to have any large or small effect on what's going on at the White House, we don't know. We have yet to see. I know that there are some people who are discussing it, but right now they're still talking about infrastructure package and are having a hard time getting coming to an agreement about that, how it's going to go. There's just so many things that they're talking about. They're tackling all these things up there in the White House. Again, none of it has anything to do with us. None of it has anything to do, as far as they're concerned, they probably feel like they've done their job and we should be cool. But the reality is that with this new variant or whatever, new, old, it doesn't matter, mutated, whatever it is that's going on right now with this variant that's traveling from state to state, that's moving very rapidly throughout the states, I believe that regardless of whether they decide to shut down the economy again, I'm hoping not, but I almost am fearful that we're probably going to end up right back in the situation that we were when everything first began last year. That's just realistic because nobody seemed to have learned from their mistakes. But to get to the meat and potatoes of this particular video, let's jump right into emergency SNAP benefits for the month of July, okay, as well as their payout dates. All right, you guys, so this actually is just an article, and this is about Texas, as you can see here. You have to excuse the way that it looks on the screen, but this is the only way that my device will actually record articles or stuff like this, okay? So, as you can see here, it says the Texas Health and Human Services Commission has approved additional emergency SNAP food benefits for the month of July as the pandemic continues. Okay, now if we go down here, it says a 15% increase and the additional emergency allotment should appear in accounts by July 31st, which I know is completely different from what it said on the USDA. I don't know why it's been like that, but Texas has been one of the states that has information that is wrong on the USDA, and then you guys have to go search it out either on your state's Human and Health Services Facebook page or in an article such as this. So I know that previously I believe that I said it was going to be for Texas between the 5th and the 9th or something like that, and you guys are saying that you haven't received your benefits. I wanted to let you know that this is what it is saying now down here. So the 15% increase in additional emergency allotment should appear in accounts by July 15th. No, I'm sorry, July 31st, okay? Okay, so we are on the United States Department of Agriculture, and this, as you can see, is the pandemic EBT. So as of right now, these are all of the states that have been approved. Let me go back and refresh really quick. Last time I counted, I believe that there were 21 states. I don't see any extra ones having being added, but as of right now, these are all the states that have been approved currently for pandemic EBT for the summertime: Alabama, Arizona, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Indiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, Ohio, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. Okay, so now I am going to search out emergency SNAP allotments. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, so we're still on the USDA. I just had it under a different tab, and here we are right here. Okay, all of this, these states are for July. Okay, so I'm going to go through it with you right now while this is up on the screen, so feel free to follow along. I'm not going to go through it on the USDA because I have it written down already, but I'm just going to leave the list up so that way, because I know you guys will still be asking me, some of you will still be asking me, if your state's name is not on this list at the top under July, then it means that they have not been approved, or they just have not been updated on the USDA website. And again, considering what's going on with the state of Texas, just because it's not on the USDA doesn't necessarily mean that they have not been approved. So you may want to look on your state's Facebook page for the Human and Health Services Department to see if they have released any additional information regarding these extra added benefits. Okay, so here we go. We have Alabama, July 31st, Alaska. We have July 1st through the 15th, Arizona, July 2nd, or with your regular issuance, California, August 7th. Now, I wanted to clarify for California because I did receive a question regarding California saying that we weren't getting it for July. Now, California is one of the states that pay you a month behind. So we will be receiving benefits for this month, which is July, for the month of June, okay? And then we're going to be receiving our July July benefits in the month of August. Nobody has been approved as of right now for the month of August. Okay, so California just pays a month behind. So considering when you started receiving your benefits, you should have no missed months. You should have received all of the extra allotments that were supposed to be given out. Okay, we just don't get paid in the month that they are due, if that makes any sense. Okay, that's just for California. All right. Colorado, we have July 7th through the 12th. Delaware, we have June 23rd. No, actually, I'm sorry. For Delaware, they still haven't released that information, okay? And we checked it together on this site to see if it was available, and it's not available. So Delaware has been approved, but I still haven't found the payout date for them, okay? So if you guys find it, let me know. DC actually wasn't on here last night, so we're going to click on that and see what information is available for DC. Okay, so for DC, it says right here, so you guys can see, EA benefits issued in accordance with the district's regular issuance schedule, which means you guys will get it whenever your regular disbursement happens, okay? Let me just check and see if there's any additional information. Nope, looks like that's it. Okay. Florida, July 8th, for those of you who receive your benefits between the 1st and the 7th. And then for everybody else, it'll be with your regular issuance. Hawaii, it'll be August the 9th. Illinois, July 22nd through the 30th, and then weekly starting August 2nd. Indiana, the 5th between the 23rd of July, odd days only staggered. Iowa, July 1st through the 10th. Kansas, August 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, July 2nd through the 19th. New applications will be given those benefits the day after. Where was I? Kentucky. Maryland, you guys are new. You weren't on there last night when I checked. So let's see what you got going on. Maryland. Okay, all month long. So you guys can see here. All month long, July 1st through the 31st. This is where I'm reading it, okay? So for Maryland, it'll be all month long, okay? Right, going back, Mississippi, July 2nd. Missouri, July 1st through the 22nd, and then all month long for new applications. Montana will be July 1st through the 5th in phases, and then a final run on July the 6th. New Hampshire, I have July 6th, July 20th, August 5th, and then August 24th. New Jersey will be July 1st through the 5th. New Mexico, all month long. North Carolina, July 22nd through the 31st. Ohio, July 22nd. Oklahoma, July 10th through the 15th. Oregon, July 12th, 29th, and then August the 2nd. Pennsylvania wasn't on there, so let's check you guys out. Oops. July extension. Okay, here we go. Right here for Pennsylvania. Okay, so we have for Pennsylvania, we have July 17th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and then the 30th. And then they will do a cleanup for any people they may have missed on September 3rd. Okay, so right here, July 17th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 27th, 28th, 29th, the 30th, and then September the 3rd. Okay. Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, July 3rd, South Carolina, July 1st through the 19th, and then new applications all month long. Tennessee, July 1st through the 20th, regular issuance. Texas, like I said, for Texas on here, it says between the 5th or the 9th, but based off of that other information that I showed you guys, you should have your benefits on your cards by the 31st. Now, if you guys find any additional information that is different from either of those set of dates, please let me know, and I will update it here for everybody, okay? Virginia, July 16th. Washington, regular issuance. West Virginia, July 8th, and then a final run August the 11th. Wisconsin, July 17th, and then a catch-up run September the 4th. And then finally, Wyoming, which will be July 2nd through the 5th based on the first initial of your last name, okay? So that is all for Emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of July, okay? All right, you guys. Well, as always, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you guys. I just really have to encourage you guys on my own. Please be careful, you guys, in whatever way that you can. If you can, wear a mask when you are out. Okay, don't go out when you're sick. I don't care if you feel like it's just allergies. Please be mindful, be safe. Okay, everybody's body does not react to what's going on the same way, and that's one of the main reasons. I don't know about you guys, but my anxiety has definitely increased, especially in public. I wanted to share with you guys a little story. If you guys don't want to watch it, that's fine. But just a quick story. It's not even nothing all that deep. But so for the 4th of July, my son's father decided to take us out. Okay, I'm a homebody. I like to stay home. And that was before the pandemic hit. I just really don't like being out. I don't trust people, to be perfectly honest. I just don't trust people. But he wanted to take us out. He didn't really give me the details of where we were going. We ended up going to Long Beach. There was something going on out there, a fireworks show or whatever, or at least I thought it was a fireworks show. Let me tell you guys, I was so socially awkward out there. I spent more time being irritated there. You know what I mean? It was some people had masks on, some people didn't have masks on. Now I know that the mask mandate has been lifted. I still think that they should put that back, but it was just, the blatant, I feel like the blatant disrespect. There's nobody should not have a mask on right now. I don't care what your circumstances. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care how mad you get. You say it's within your rights. Everybody has a right to live. And if you breathing on me without a mask on is going to affect my ability to do so, then I have a problem with that. And I'm not going to say what I'm going to do, but I'm pretty sure y'all can tell by the way I'm talking how I'm going to react to that situation. And what was getting me the most is even when we were standing in the line, I wanted to get a funnel cake for me and my daughter. I'm standing in line and they have these markers on the floor that's supposed to keep you at a certain distance spaced away from each other. But every time I would move up, the person would move up and literally be so close on my back. You know what I mean? It's like, even if the mask mandate wasn't in place, even if these restrictions had never came about, I'm the type of person, I don't like nobody to be close on me anyway. There's no reason for me and you to be this close. We don't have an intimate relationship. I don't know you. I don't know your last name. I don't know your first name. I don't know where you're from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about you. You don't know nothing about me. Stay off of me. Back up. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff irritates me. So I'm telling you guys, if you are one of those people that are not paying attention, because I'm not going to lie, a lot of the times it was with senior citizens. It was sometimes with elderly, and with them, I just kind of feel like they were just in, Alice in the Wonderland. They just really was not paying attention. And as soon as you move, they move just like that, literally. But with the younger folks, it's like, pay attention. People around you are showing you body language to suggest that they don't want you in their personal space. And yes, it's personal space. I don't care if we at Disneyland. There's no reason for you to be that close up on me where you can hear my whole conversation. You can smell my breath. You are too close. But on that note, you guys, I am going to say, just be safe. Make sure to protect you and yours at all times. Do what you can to keep this from spreading, because at the end of the day, everybody has a right to live and be here for as long as possibly necessary for us and our family. Okay, so I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful. I do apologize, but I had to get that little rant rave off of my chest. I love you guys. Remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, people.